Christmas is over. It's way past over. Well, you know what? I don't need your approval. This is the vlog. This is what you're gonna get. And I don't know. I had fun making it. A special thanks to Dubs for helping edit it. Here we go.
So it's been quite a week for the old Nooski. I've been attempting to do some Yuletide content for a decade. Okay, not an actual decade, but a long enough time for it to be getting annoying. And then on top of that, I attempted to shoot what you're watching right now earlier, only to realize that I had forgotten to bring this to the location, the place with the Doodles. Now's as good a time as any to show some Doodles. Do it. Almost died. Hey, Tubby. One, Dougal. One, Dougal. Dougal, once. Once, Dougal. Alright, you win that one. Mjork, Mork, Borp. There we go. So, let's get it right this time, shall we? Oh, speaking of stuff to cut to, again, www.mrdubs.com. Cut to me making this. Oh, dick munches. Do we not have any more hot chocolate? Is my effort to be festive and cute all for naught? Surely there's... trying to hide from me, huh? You can't escape the nose of the Noosk. Last one, too. Oh, shit. It's hard doing everything with one hand. Well, almost everything, you know what I'm saying? My secret to extra good hot chocolate is to include a base of some half and half to really cream it up. Oh no, smoldering hot chocolate deliciousness is getting poured all over Mr. Townsend. Whatever is he gonna do? He can't do the windmill or smash them guitars if he's drenched in chocolate. Or could he? It is December. The holidays are upon us. And, am I in focus? This is as appropriate of a time to check. I think I'm in focus. I had a whole bit about focus in one of my videos where I probably cost the viewership of a few people who were interested in me talking about Sen Marimoto only to get 3 minutes of bullshit. I'll learn someday how to make YouTube videos, or I should say relearn, because God knows I've been attempting to do this for an obnoxious amount of time. The holidays are upon us. The red is enough to imply holidays, yeah. So anyway, despite the holidays being imminent, people can get sad in the winter, myself included. I'm confident that the primary reason for this is the weather. Today was a very yucky, rainy, cold day. I haven't seen a proper amount of sunlight in about 4 days. Admittedly, this week has been shit for the mood. I went to Britain. I kicked ass. I took names, and very seldom gave my name to others, as one should when they're traveling about trying to make things happen with the old tube of the U. But it was fun. I'll get into it more at a later time. But I was really hoping that zest that one gets from traveling and expanding their horizons. Whatever sentence I was saying got straight up aborted just now by the absolute exhaustion that I've been feeling. There we go. That's where my mind was heading before I was rudely interrupted by myself. I've been tired. And today in particular, I've had a really nasty headache that's probably from a lack of sleep. I was gonna go to sleep at a reasonable time last night, this in mind, and then I got called into a Discord call with some rather deplorable characters and stayed up for an additional hour and a half. I felt the consequences of it this morning, so I'm actually gonna knock myself out with some cold medicine. And hopefully that'll put my clock back where it needs to be. Because I want to be happy, and between the memeier, darker, vitamin D deprived moments, I have been happy. The older I get, the more I really appreciate and love the holidays, because it's that consistent time of year where, regardless of how the rest of those 365 days went, you can end it on a positive, giving, and empathetic note where you can either symbolize and reinforce friendship with gifts or quality time and merriment. I have plenty to be happy about this month. On top of the trip, there was a new in parentheses, fucking Who album. These guys, well, half of them, two of them, and they're frickin' ancient now, but it doesn't matter, because I love me some Who. The Who is one of those groups that just gets me jazzed for life. They're absolutely one of my favorites. It's listening to them, I get the music. Following them, I get the heat. Hold on, let me try that again. Listening to them, I get the music. Following them, I get the heat. Man, I've listened to Tommy so many goddamn times, I should really know the lyrics by heart. Not the lyrics by heart, like Barracuda heart. I mean, like the idea by heart, as in it's in here and in here, like tattooed. Tattoo, that's another Who song. Dubs, I'm sorry. This is the jazziest vlog I think I've shot in quite some time. Jazz not referring to the epitome of cool. John Coltrane, Buddy Rich, my man Sen. I mean jazz as in... I'm not against reusing my own footage. Here, play the shit meme from my Art Scorsese video. A theoretical album where a dude goes into a soundproof studio at his high school, takes a shit into a tuba, and then posts it on Bandcamp would be art. The Who is one of those groups that reinvigorates my desire to experiment and produce music. I have yet to show this to the internet, I think. It was a nice little $100 self-present that I got myself a few months ago. This is an Epiphone SL. Listening to acts like The Who, or to a lesser extent, The Beatles, The Beach Boys, who else plays guitar? No, I think that's it. I think I literally just named the only 3 musical groups in history who play guitar. So I'm just gonna cut that off rather than struggle to remember people who also play it, who don't exist, as I'm determining right now. Listening to good music makes me want to learn music myself. I've played quite a bit of guitar on this channel, both Lolita, my acoustic, and Lucille, who's been out of commission for quite some time because years back I was jamming, as one does when they have a guitar, and I broke the E string, the high E. It just gave one day after, like, admittedly a pretty long run, like a solid year and a half of just noodling and recording and rocking. It was a tragedy, and it kept me from playing electric guitar until I got this beauty, which was
quite a bit of time in between that. I was experimenting with delays and chorus using a portable Vox earphone amp that I got last Christmas. And it was a whole lot of fun. And you know what happened after about 2.5 months? I broke the E string, which is easy enough to fix. I could watch a tutorial and do it myself, but I feel like that's a bad idea. What's more, you can go to a guitar center or music store and just pay someone to restring it for you. It costs anywhere between 20 to 30 bucks, I believe, at most places, and all you gotta do is cover the process fee as well as, you know, the amount you're paying for the strings that you want to replace the stock shit with. So I could do that. This string has been broken for about a month, meaning any guitar playing I've done has been on Lolita. But I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to tell them I'm too dumb to do things. Isn't it? It's gorgeous though, isn't it? It's fun to play. It's got a great color, a very beachy color. In fact, I think this is, it's called Pacific Blue. I mean, it's the most basic Les Paul you can get from Epiphone, but it's also very inviting. It makes you want to pick it up and practice. And I got good at a select few things until I didn't anymore. Oh, and just to bring it full circle, the reason I broke the E string was because I was trying to play Won't Get Fooled Again. You know, the meme song. I'm not even gonna name the show it's used in because I think in the last few years I've been able to dissociate it with that meme that everyone learns it through. And just let it stand on its own as one of the greatest rock songs of the last century. So I'm not going to refer you to the meme. I think most of you probably know what it is. But anyway, I was attempting to practice that, and because, you know, it's Mr. Townsend, I was doing this. I had managed to do it quite a few times. Some of the time, just totally fucking up my nails, because as cool as this looks and as iconic as it is, one of the lesser known side effects of trying to do it is just fucking up your fingers in a lot of ways. Like, you can nick a part of your quick off, or like cleave a nail in half, creating the world's gnarliest hangnail. You can just do all kinds of shit with it. And I had done that before, but I had finally gotten the hang of using a pick in such a way that it didn't do that. And I was getting good at it. I was like, ding, 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 snap. I broke the E. And that was a sad Noosk. I'm gonna go put this back. But yeah, there's a new Who record out, and I gotta say, even if it's not quite in the same league as their more iconic works, it's rock solid. I mean, it feels like a Who album that was released in 2019, which, you know, is what it is. The last time they released an album was 2006 with The Endless Wire. But yeah, a large amount of time had passed since they've released original Who stamped material. And having listened to this, it has notes, it has echoes of a lot of their previous work without necessarily being 100% derivative. There's structural and lyrical references to stuff going back as far as the 60s, and then they're more synthesizer heavy stuff in the 70s, and even like bits and pieces of their new age pivot that most bands their age did in the 80s. It's all there. So it's kind of like a summation of their history as a band. So as that, it's pretty fucking good. There's some real bops on there. There's like 4 or 5 songs that I think stand really well on their own. But listening to it front to back, bar a few boring or repetitive ballads that are in there, it's really good. I highly recommend people go listen to Who. See, Dubs, what I'm gonna have you do there is after I lean, you're gonna make the album pop. So you're gonna take the cover art, which I trust you can find on Google. Make sure it's a good res. Don't just get some choppy, blocky mess. So it's gonna start at 0 scaling, and you're gonna pop it out. You're gonna keyframe it to about yay big. And then rather than leaving it there, you're gonna inch it back over the course of a few additional frames to a healthy medium. Not quite halfway between the two extremes of 0 and big, but like slightly smaller than the big. So it's gonna go, ah! You can even leave that little tutorial in, Dubsky, to show people that even when I'm outsourcing my my projects to a third world country, I still hold authorship over the product like a true American icon. I'm a good person, I swear. So yeah, I needed to get some stuff up because it had been a minute, because I had my trip and then I've had a hiatus as I anticipated since then. This will get done whenever it's done, and I've actually got another one lined up that I'm gonna hand off to somebody else that'll hopefully be out for Christmas. If not, it's whatever, because 'tis the season for all kinds of crazy shenanigans, so it gets hard to invest in your creativity at that point. But I'm gonna open up this end of the video to ask y'all, what's your favorite Christmas-related media? I would actually like to start a discussion on what you're most nostalgic for this time of year, whether it's like old specials that we all watch when we're tykes or movies. I just want to say right away that, yeah, I do consider Die Hard to be a Christmas movie, as memed up as that's been. Like, it's become like the try-hard film buff. I'm special because I like Die Hard as a Christmas movie. And, you know, I would never assert it that hard that it would annoy people, but it is kind of a Christmas movie. It takes place on Christmas. It's packed with Christmas songs. In fact, the last song to, like, see the movie out is a Christmas standard. Like, it's, the 80s had a lot of Christmas-themed movies. I did it again. I rambled a little too hard, and the Shannon filled up. So, apologies. But tell me your favorite Christmas songs, movies, TV specials. And I will engage in the comments because I'm very nostalgic and appreciative of that shit. And we can collectively get amped up for this, the most wonderful time of the year. Please subscribe if this did anything for you. Share this or any other video of mine you happen to like if you want to see more. The continued viewership and patronage is appreciated. Take care, I'll see you in the next vlog.